Part 2, dynamic duet. 1, 2, 3, 4. We start the second part with 4 measures rest. And instead of just counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, let's count it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. So we're counting the measures as we count the number of rests we're playing. So we're marking the measures. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. Then we have the C chord on 2 and a higher C chord on 4. So I would hold the whole C chord that we know like this and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1. Okay, hold that whole C chord and do rest strokes so you're not going like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. In the third line, we have this rhythm, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Remember in the previous duet, I said many times it's good to cut the measure in half and practice the first half of the measure and then the second half of the measure, and usually simplifies that rhythm. The rhythm really repeats itself in each half of the measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. The other rhythm that's fairly difficult is the 1 in the last measure of the third line. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Again, it is the same rhythm repeating itself in each half of the measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. In the top of the page, on page 55, On the bottom part we have this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Same rhythm, the second two measures, different notes. 1, 2, 3, then. In the second line, we do that wonderful thing called reverse alternate picking. We have a repeat sign for the third measure. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. If you notice, we have two repeat signs in two measures. That means that we play this figure 3 times on that line, and on the next line, to remind you what the figure was, it shows it, and then we played it another 2 times. We played a total of 6 times. So I'd go 1, 2 to myself, 3, 4, 5, 6. Of course, when you're playing the duet, you can also keep track of where you are by listening for the first line. When you hear that means that you're playing this phrase 2 more times. Now the hardest part here includes the last line and the first measure of the line before that. We have this chord and we have this chord. Well, I would just hold the whole thing and get ready for the G. It's really a C chord. And do it slowly. Everything comes on the end of the beat. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then it goes to a small G7 and the first measure of the last line. 1 and 2 and. That's as far as we'll take it right now. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and then that C chord comes on the end of 3, followed quickly by 2 eighth notes on 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. And that goes right into the first ending, repeating to the line before that, looking for the dots where the repeat is, and then jumping to the second ending. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second and 2. We have a molto retard, meaning slow down mucho, slow down a lot in the last measure. But we're not going to do that since we're playing a duet and you will be following it in time. But you can practice it by retarding that first ending. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Now it's your turn to play this part.